And I just realized that I was looking at this card and I was talking about Three of Pentacles that you had in your previous spread, and this is actually Three of Cups, but there's a reason it came to my mind, and it's also free, as we mentioned, 3rd of March. But it's also a card of celebration and reunion. So for this collective, if from the very beginning this whole reading landed and it felt like it was yours, reunion is on a card for you in the next 2 to 4 weeks. But you would know this, being a masculine, you're the one who's going to orchestrate it. And when I say reunion, I mean, they're correcting me. Thank you. Breaking no contact. Breaking in, it's energetic reunion. You may not see each other in the physical just yet, but in the next 2 to 4 weeks, this collective, you would break no contact. And here he is, Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. One more for your first row. Or maybe 2, because I've been going in 5s today. Oh, there it is, 2. Thank you. We have Queen of Wands and we have the Magician. I feel, and again, 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles. I feel in the next 2 to 4 weeks, you're going to have a moment when you're going to feel it in your gut. This is it, we're doing this. And remember, we said in the beginning, it's not going to be an impulse. You're going to feel an impulse, but you're not going to act on an impulse. Why? Remember what we said in the very first spread and in the beginning of this reading. You already have a plan. You already have a plan. You would probably have a date in your mind when you want to break no contact. It's just that you set this date. Oh my God, you guys, when I said it, maybe it happened to you as well as you're watching this. I literally felt, you know, like when you're stressed and when you feel anxiety, you feel like this ball of squeeze around your chest and around your heart. Like, oh my God. So maybe the moment I said it, there's a date written in the stars and you know this date. You set this date for yourself and maybe you already felt anxiety because this date is coming. But I feel that subconsciously you set that date because this date is the date. But I feel that you set it in advance because you knew that there are still certain limiting beliefs and blockages that you have to work through to prepare yourself, right? But what I'm feeling is that in the next 2 to 4 weeks, you're going to feel the spark, you're going to feel the push, you're going to feel the ignition that's going to remove this ball of anxiety. And you're going to know it's go time. But you're not going to act on it in the exact moment. You're actually going to wait for the date that you decided for yourself to be the date as you break no contact. But there's fire in this energy. There's fire, that is dedication, that is action, there's celebration, there's happiness, there's empowerment. You're going to feel the fire literally from your very inside out. And you're going to feel, I can do this. How could I ever doubt that I couldn't do it? It was written in the stars. And with this 4 of Pentacles, what I'm hearing as well, oftentimes it happens that when the masculine is ready for breaking your contact, for leading towards union, oftentimes you have this unshakable, not disappearing, strong claim over us, right? It's like you always have a little bit of claim because there's a blueprint within you that we are your woman, that we are your destiny, right? That we are the other part of you. But it's more, you link it to your lust, you link it to your ego, there may be some even shadow, sort of a jealousy as well, right? So you yourself go ahead and engage with gazillions of other women, and the even thought of us with another man just paralyzes you with obsession. But when you're ready and you're in your masculine energy, this feeling comes in as well, but it comes in healthy. It doesn't come in like, I'm jealous, I don't want you, but I don't want you with anyone else. It comes as this healthy masculine, you are mine. You are mine, this is happening, okay? And this gives you the drive to move forward, the spark to move forward. I am not waiting for, this is happening. This is happening. Because you're mine, you're mine. I don't know why I'm hearing that. The devil! But yet again, I'm hearing the devil lost, as he always must, the emperor. The emperor. You guys, you know what I'm actually hearing? That you may have a little test soon, coming in soon. We've been talking about a couple of shadows that you've been working through, so be mindful of those, right? Be mindful of those as you go through this reading. If it really resonated, you can go again and write them down. Be really mindful. Because I feel you're going to have, I feel everything is always happening the way it's supposed to. Divine orchestration, divine timing. There's a reason you actually already have a date. I feel something may still trigger you. That will be sort of a residual shadow that will perhaps be able to interfere with you in a new beginning. Something will happen that will have a potential to interfere with the decisions that you've already taken. But no, you're the emperor. You're him. You've arrived. You're the divine masculine. You'll say no. It's time for me to thrive. It's time for this reunion. It's time for this celebration. I'm even hearing, you know what? I'm even hearing, because you have a date in this collective, I really feel like if it's not the exact date, it's like you decided that it's going to be like this month or this, but I feel like most of you, I really feel like there's a date. There's a date, whatever that is. Maybe it's a date that is significant for you, for your relationship with something from the past. But I feel there's an actual date, and maybe something will happen that you will be otherwise preoccupied on that date, or you will have to travel, or something will happen that will sort of get you out of your center, but it will be a test. It will be a test. But you're the emperor. You've decided. You've decided, and it's happening. King of Wands. Oh my God, you guys, we have the firehouse here, okay? You're gonna be on fire. There will be nothing stopping you, okay? I feel like the moment this test will come in, you're gonna be like laughing. You're gonna be like, try me, universe. No shadow, no test, no blockage, no. It is happening. It is happening. You have the king, the queen, and the knight. We're missing the Ace of Wands in this spread that we had in the previous one. I have a tower at the bottom of the deck. So this test may be a little bit of tower, but you're going to be like, bring it on. Bring it on. Try and stopping me. And this is the ultimate test that I'm hearing, because in the past, many masculines, when things are... I love highlighting and educating you guys that there are two types of blockages in life, and we have to feel into these blockages, right? So there are blockages that are actually trying to save us, right? So we're trying to do something, and the universe knows that it is not the right direction, right? So they put in blockages and to redirect us, to sort of pivot our trajectory, right? And then there's the other type of blockage that they put in front of us as a test. Do you really want it? Do you really feel you're worthy? Do you really are dedicated to it, right? They have a different energetic imprint. As we grow on our journey, as we learn ourselves, as we learn the journey of life, we sort of learn to differentiate these two. We feel them differently in our body. We feel them differently in our gut. We feel different kind of emotion, sensation. Maybe this is why I also told you before that you should pay a little bit more attention to your emotions, where you feel them in your body, to really be more aware and mindful of your body and the sensations of your body. So I feel that maybe in the past you've been receiving certain blockages, and because you were in a mindset of victim of fate instead of master of destiny, so whenever that small blockage would arrive, you would actually be relieved because you could fall back into your avoidance and say, okay, I'm not going to do it. So let's say maybe in the past you had moments that you wanted to reunite with your feminine, or even moments that you actually reached out, you started planning something, and then something happened, right? So let's say you got in extra hours of work, or you I don't know, a surprise visit of some friends in your house, or a surprise unexpected travel, whatever that is, like divinely orchestrated something, and it would put you in this energy of oof, thank God, because now I can run back to my avoidance because I want it, but I don't really want it, and boom, then you would disappear, ghost, avoid, whatever that is, and you would treat that blockage as a sign from the universe that it wasn't meant to be, without you knowing that all along it was the universe sending you blockages that you could prove that you're a man, that you're masculine. Nothing is going to stop me on my way to my woman. Nothing is going to stop me on my way to my destiny. And I feel exactly that's going to happen. So you're going to have your plan in your mind, you're going to have that date, you're going to maybe even you're going to start doing something, and then you're going to have this, you know, again, whatever that will be. For some it may be travel, something may happen, you may be distracted on that day, and you will be like, whatever, destiny, try me, this is happening, there's nothing that could stop me because I want it, because now you understand the difference between these blockages. Let's go for it, let's do this. There's such a fire energy, like this, the power. Nothing's gonna stop you. Once you end, nothing's gonna stop you. Knight of Swords. Communication. I feel you're gonna come in with truth, with passion, with love, whatever there. You know that in tarot we have 4 suits, right? Pentacles, it's a grounded energy, slowly moving energy, very mature energy. It's also needed in masculine energy. We have cups that are our emotions, our heart. We have wands that are our passion, our destiny, our ignition, right? Our fire, our internal fire. And we have the swords that are mind, that are truth, that are clarity. And I feel in your communication, you will really, in the beginning, as you come in, you will prioritize the fire and the sword, the wand and the sword, which is you will want to make sure that you're passionate about her, that you're passionate about this journey, that you know that this is destined, that you know that this is your dharma and you're not going anywhere. And in the same time, you will come in with clarity and with truth, with some clarifications, with certain things that needs to be discussed. I'm loving it. Santa Muerte. Lovers. At the bottom of the deck, we have Lovers. Death and transformation. Death and transformation. You will transform again in the midst of this situation. The moment you will say, to the destiny, this is happening, you will feel so anchored in your masculine energy. You will feel so much on fire. You will feel like the conqueror of worlds. And that will be your final transformation. You will actually, I feel like for the first time on your journey, free on a timer, you will actually feel like I am the master of my destiny. I am the conqueror of worlds. I am the architect of the matrix. You will understand what it means and what it feels like to be a man. Nothing will stop me. Please. Off with your tests and with your blockages. This is happening. This is happening. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I want to do a couple of, and I'm also kind of guided to do this, one of these, but I want a few of those for you. Let's do 4, because we're now embracing number 4. And then I want to do one archetype. You guys know I love using them. 1, 2. They're hard to shuffle because they're heart-shaped. 1 more. Okay, we have freedom at the bottom of the deck. Okay, we have playfulness, lighter, laughter is the therapy. Have some fun together and remember love is the greatest healer. Love is the greatest healer. Maybe you are someone who loves to laugh. Maybe you're very funny. Maybe you love the laughing together. I'm hearing as well, maybe you always make her laugh. So make sure to be lighthearted. Make sure to be, and I'm not saying like this, creepy person that, I don't know why I said that makes jokes and it completely, when there's is this balance. They're showing me like this Libra scale balance. There's time for seriousness, there's time for masculinity, but be lighthearted. Laugh. I don't know, I'm also, they're showing me sending each other memes and jokes. Laugh. Maybe it's such a big part of your destiny together to just always laugh and always find humor in every situation. Romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. Romance. Da-da-da-da. Balance. Didn't I say balance? Balance is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. Two-way communication, remember? A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. I feel that you're going to have tests around that as you get reunited. Because in the past, you were not a team player. You were a single persona. Remember, we talked about your feeling of like you're alone, like no one understands, you couldn't collaborate, you couldn't communicate properly. So you're going to have a lot of tests in situations where you're going to have to really communicate properly, really listen, really hear each other, feel each other. Maybe there's going to be situations that there will not be a simple solution. You're going to have to compromise on certain things. Oftentimes in these connections, because we drift apart and because we go our own direction in separation, oftentimes we have a bit of a different lifestyles, a bit of a different agendas. Oftentimes we live in different cities, in different countries. Again, it's the masculine dedication. Try me, nothing's gonna stop us. But maybe there's going to be a need for compromise, for taking things slow, for really talking things through, for really finding the best solution with that trust and with that dedication to find that balance. It's going to be important. It's not always about agreeing. And maybe in the past you also had this trait that's coming to my mind. Many people have that they treat love as game. Who wins? Who loses? Who is right? Who is wrong? It's going to be my way or your way, right? That's not love. Your partner is extension of you. You are like one. Even in higher soulmate relationships, successful partnership is when we really embody the state of you are extension of me. When you lose, it's like I lose. There is no loser or winner. We're equals, right? Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. You're worthy of this love. And I feel for this collective, I mean, it's always amazing, but I feel specifically this collective, you would have this romantic, playful, lighthearted, beautiful, adventurous relationship full of romance, but childlike joy I'm hearing as well. You deserve it all. You deserve it all. You have to start believing it and give thanks. Give thanks. This journey is a blessing. I'm loving this. Okay, let's do one more. Love is in the air. Da, 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 da. One for guidance for a masculine. The mountain. It's interesting. Ooh. The hunter. The fire horse. 33. You guys, I think that's more of a sign. 33. I'm telling you, something will happen. I think, I don't know why, if maybe for some of you, maybe it's going to be different. It may not be the date for some of you. I said 2 to 4 weeks. But even if your date is before and you're going to do it before, you're going to break no contact before, I feel like third of the third is important. I don't know why I closed that. I'm going to have to put it back. But we have the mountain. We have the mountain. So let me Let me read through that. Hold on. All right. We have the mountain. Grounded in the eternal, uplifting. When in dark, isolating. See? It's also about the teamwork and the wholeness. Grounded in the eternal. Think from a level of a soul. We're one with the universe. We're in no rush. We're guided, we're protected. Don't separate yourself from the universe, from this whole path. Research mountains. Find one that strikes you and strike at it for a while. Where is it? What? The pilgrim may be awakening in you. The summit calls. I don't know, maybe I'm not hearing anything specific with that, but maybe you're guided. Maybe there's a mountain that you always wanted to see in this life, or maybe, I don't know. Contemplate Joseph Campbell's suggestion. You are the central mountain, and the central mountain is everywhere. Let's just read through the description. The ascent, the peak. The mountain stands eternal in our awareness, calling us towards its peak. It stirs up stoic and regal feelings, reminding us of the long line of spirits, sages, and gods that made their humble thrones within its snowy peaks. Beware, though, as the mountain can affect us in two ways. It can inspire and enliven us to rise to new heights and peak experience, yet it can also create isolation, competitiveness, and inflated sense of self. Standing upon the highest can activate the pursuit of the perfectionist in us, creating separation from those we deem to be below. No matter how high you ascend, remember that it is within the core of the mountain that the gem, minerals, and jewels reside. If you think it's all about going up, you're following the fool's path and missing the miner's magic. I was hearing a couple of things with this. One definitely will be 222 on a timer. Don't separate yourself from the journey. Don't separate yourself from your feminine. It's going to be important for you, the teamwork, the oneness, the extension of one of another. It is not her point of view. It is not her winning. It is not her opinion. It's me. Especially in those connections. We are one. We're one consciousness. We're one chakra system. Yes, we're sovereign souls. But this is why telepathy is so strong, because we're usually having the same thoughts at the moment. Sometimes the setting may be different, but the emotions we're going through, we may be reacting differently, but we're same again, consciousness, same chakra system. So understand that, right? See yourself in her. You are me, I am you. That's the first thing that I was hearing. Second thing is the perfectionist. So maybe it's one of your wounds that you were struggling with, the shadows, the perfectionist. Perfection does not exist. Something like perfection does not exist. So maybe the test that you will go through will link to that sensation of maybe it's not your time. Maybe you will lose something that you were hoping for, that you will sort of making it as a condition to return to her, and things will not go your way. There is no, what's the saying? There no moment is perfect. You have to make the moment perfect. There is no such thing as perfection. You will not. And oftentimes masculines, you stop yourself from returning because you feel like you have to do more, you have to accomplish more, you have to gain more, you have to change more, you have to make more money, you have to be a better person. It's an illusion. You're ready when you're ready. You're ready when you decide that you're ready, and you're going to feel into that energy. And the third and the last thing that I was hearing is that a common mistake that people make on this journey is that they feel that it's the end of the journey, that it's the finish line. It's just a milestone. Coming into physical union with your divine counterpart, it's just a milestone. It's an initiation of a next phase. Then there's going to be phase that you're going to heal together. Then there's going to be phase of your joint expansions. And the fact that you're, we sometimes have this image of, and they lived happy ever after. This is where the fairy tale sort of locks in and ends, right? And although it is a beautiful moment and a destined moment and a magical moment, then the normal life starts. So you have to start, maybe it's the thing, don't look at life and a relationship as climbing the mountain and then now you're on top. It's also, I'm hearing humility. So keep that in mind. Make sure you're always humble. But I'm hearing that you have to understand that this journey is a spiral. So you may return to certain wounds, but you may now return to them together. Life, again, it's a cliche saying, but it's true. Life doesn't get better, we get better at it. Life doesn't get easier, we get better at it, right? So it's not that now it's the finale of your story and everything is just going to be happy ever after. You're still going to have problems, you're still going to have issues, you're still going to have life struggles, you're still going to have shadows that will all occasionally get activated within you. You're going to be returned. It's a spiral. It's a spiral. It's not an upward sort of a goal kind of a trajectory. The difference is that now you're going to be doing it together. So I hope this was helpful. I wish you all the best. You got this. And yeah, I will see you next Monday.